All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Another Sunday, another episode of the Always Chillin' podcast. I always say these come out on Tuesdays. We record on Sundays. So I don't know. Should I say another Tuesday? Let me know in the comments.
See how it works.
Anyways, welcome back. We took last week off for the Super Bowl, which we will talk about. But before we talk about that, you brought up this Billboard list, 50 greatest rappers of all time.
I don't like it.
I haven't seen it. I think it might be kind of fun to go through, but right away, now it's giving me an ad, so I can't scroll shit. Right away, they have Rick Ross at 50, which I don't know. I don't agree.
I don't
with.
like it.
I don't know. It's personal, but
I like Rose. Like I said,
he comes in and out of my top 5
easy.
but that's just because I like him.
Easy.
So I'm just biased. So maybe I don't know. Mainstream wise, did they explain their?
Nah, I don't think they really explained it. But
Nah, they just do like a bio. So they don't really explain.
Well,
But
Jay-Z
it's probably just this whoever did it's probably just his personal opinion.
maybe. Now I thought about that. Like,
You know,
was it
so,
a
but
group of people?
It's
or was
okay.
it-
It's okay for us to disagree with it. I think. Let's see.
What's one?
Early 2023. Oh, it's teams, I guess.
Teams. Okay.
Oh, okay. So, they they're going through their rules here, and I'm trying to talk and read them at the same time. But so it's a team. They have like they had teams, several teams working on it.
Okay.
Billboard and Vibe editorial teams. They limited it to North America, so Slick Rick isn't on the list because he's British,
London born. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Yes, and they also opted not to include reggaeton and dancehall MCs on this list.
I thought dance hall was born in America, but I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
So from there, the teams took into account the following criteria, not in any particular order: body of work / achievements, which they're talking about charted singles, albums, gold, platinum certifications,
Okay.
all that shit. I gotta turn this down, man. We're still in vibe mode. Got the music too loud. I feel like
I was slapping.
yeah, it's hard to read and listen to. Cultural impact / influence, which how the artist's work fostered the genre's evolution.
Okay.
Longevity,
Okay.
years doing it. Lyrics, storytelling skills. They mean and flow, vocal prowess. Those are kind of ambiguous.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, I mean that's all good.
That's
good criteria, but
that's good gumbo right
that's
there.
all personal shit. You know,
That's
like
good gumbo.
there's dudes like, I mean, we're gonna talk about Jay-Z obviously here in a little bit, but I just don't like the way his voice sounds. So I just don't like Jay-Z. You know, like Jay-Z. He's spoiler alert. He's number one.
Like I said,
He's number one on this list. But
like
don't-
some of
you
what's
don't like how it
going on right now, like the youngsters, they don't respect you unless you're rich, type of thing. I blame that on Jay-Z. And Jay-Z, to me, I watched a clip about what somebody said, and I was like, yeah, I always said the same thing about Jay-Z. Like, all he rapped about was drugs. One trick pony. You know what I mean? In any cat from the streets, whether you in Compton, California, or Brooklyn, New York, Bismarck, North Dakota, or wherever in Texas, I don't care. If you're a street cat and you involved in the things that Jay-Z, rapped about his whole career, then there's been a lot of downfall.
yeah,
Can't find a mugshot of Jay-Z, can't find a case number, can't find, you ain't never been robbed, motherfucker. I don't believe a word Jay-Z ever said.
yeah, we'll hit Jay-Z when we get to the top of this list because we're gonna go through all of them because we probably won't have a lot to say about most of them. I bet.
Probably,
but
yeah, I believe that.
50 Rick Ross, like I bet most of them will just be like, yeah, whatever.
Mm.
50 Rick Ross, I don't agree with that personally, but
Where they got 50 at?
I just
50.
like Rick
Oh,
Ross.
you mean 50 for Rick Ross?
yeah,
I don't
Rick
agree
Ross
with
is the
that.
bottom of the list, but he made it into the top 50.
He made it.
Which there will probably be some notable omissions. But so making it in the top 50 is a big. I mean, it's just. I mean, if you give a shit about Billboard, I guess.
Longevity definitely has longevity. I always thought, each album that Rick Ross came out with, he got better and better.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. I like Rick. I just like him.
I like
but I
Rock.
think that's just like I like him. So, 49 Rev Run.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
48 Melly Mel.
Okay.
47 MC Light.
A lot too low.
Yeah.
A
yeah.
lot too low.
I wonder.
Cause she was crushing.
I wonder who's
dudes.
gonna be. I wonder who's gonna be above her as far as like female.
Okay, and we talked about a female list.
Yeah,
okay, so
yeah.
she's on there.
Yeah,
okay,
but
sweet.
yeah,
I
47.
like
That's
it.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Um,
Definitely deserves to be on the list.
46 Jadakiss.
Ooh, a lot too low. That's way too low.
45 Ice-T. I feel like that's pretty fucking low.
Pretty fucking low.
44 Queen Latifah.
Pretty fucking low.
43 Bun B.
That's fair.
Yeah. 42 Redman. Yeah, okay.
That's
feel like
that's low.
okay.
That's
You think
low.
that's low.
That's a lot low.
I think that's okay. Cause I bet Method Man's
Yeah, where
above
he
him
yeah
somewhere.
yeah. Gotta be on the
41 E40.
Low, too low.
Yeah.
We gotta be top
Yeah,
10 with
and
Feezy.
I don't even like E40 that much, and I think that's.
I mean, this
I
dude
think that's
got
too low.
like 30-something albums
Yeah,
out, man.
he's good. 40 Dr. Dre.
Not a rapper.
Yeah, that's
Is
true.
this rap or is it?
Yeah. It's best rappers of all time.
Yeah, not a rapper.
Oh, we're listening to Dr. Dre right now.
That's crazy.
That's weird.
I think Eminem wrote this for him.
Yeah.
Though.
But like body of work, as far as like golds and platinums,
Yeah,
and shit,
he's
he's on a bunch.
He's there.
Of them, just because of all the stuff he's produced.
Okay.
So his golds and platinums is probably ridiculous.
We can't take him off the list.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 39 Ludacris.
Ooh.
It's okay. I'm all right with it. Especially like cultural impact, you know, or like
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
or like pop culture, you know.
Yeah, he was there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My wife listens to Ludacris all the time still.
Yeah, Luda was the shit.
Everybody was listening to him.
Crazy flow.
Like middle schoolers were listening to him.
Yeah, everybody. Your mom and your grandma.
Mhm.
Yeah. Get back. Shit, my mom love that shit.
Doing songs with Justin Bieber and shit. Fast and Furious movies.
For the culture.
Mhm.
Yeah.
38 Gucci Mane.
Ooh.
I feel like that's kind of high.
That's too high. Maybe too high for him. I would switch Rose and Gucci now.
Okay. 37 Common. Yeah. I'm all right with that.
Maybe top 25. Maybe a little too low for Common.
36 Most Def. I'm actually kind of surprised that he broke the list.
Yeah.
Honestly, but I agree. But yeah, Most Def.
Yeah.
35 Future.
Huh?
Yeah.
Like Future?
I don't agree with that. That seems too high for
Let's-
Future, especially for longevity. Because I mean, maybe he's been rapping a long time, but he hasn't been popular a long time, has he?
I don't agree with him even. I mean, being on the list, but okay. If he's on the list, who else? Future.
Let's see. Oh, he was the only artist to appear on the Hot 100 every week in 2022.
Well, okay, I guess he's there. I mean,
yeah.
You couldn't turn on the radio.
But
without
35
that's
to be above.
be above Rick Ross
in Common
and Most Def,
Ludacris,
Luda. Nah.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
As a mumble, technically when he came out, it was mumble rap.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one.
34 Chuck D.
Ooh, way too low. We got to go top 10 with Chuck D.
Okay.
He's got to be in there.
Sure. That might be a personal thing.
The deliver, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, this is a committee thing.
You're right.
They had teams of people looking.
That's my era. So I was ready to go
So
in
I'm sure
on Chuck D now.
Well, I'm sure there was somebody in that room who was like Chuck D's top
gotta
10.
throw Chuck on
I
there.
wonder how they rank. I bet I could.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
I bet I have an idea about how they ranked him.
Because Chuck's still doing it too.
Yeah. 33 Busta Rhymes.
I'm cool with that.
All right.
I'm cool with that.
32 T.I.
That's a lot.
I want to say that seems high, but it's still
that's high.
He was really popular for a long time.
Yeah, he was in movies.
Yeah, he's not quite as popular anymore, but he was.
He was able to cross over.
He was pretty big for a while.
Yeah.
So he's in Marvel and shit now.
Yeah. Did a movie with Denzel. When he did that movie with Denzel, that really blew him out of the water.
31 Lil' Kim.
Have we said MC Light yet?
Yeah.
Above MC Light?
Yeah, MC Light was.
Well, I don't like that.
MC Light was 42, I think.
I don't like that one.
Yeah,
we can switch them too. We can switch MC Light and Lil' Kim.
And then 30's Lauryn Hill.
Got to be there.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
There's a pretty good amount of female rapper representation.
I
on that.
like
I
it.
didn't
I like
I didn't
it.
think there would be.
Because they were there.
Yeah, you thought there was gonna have to be a separate list, but I bet we're getting into the top 30 now. How much you want to bet like Cardi B or something is on here somewhere? Which I'm not hating. I'd listen to Cardi B.
Hey,
My wife listens
she's
to Cardi B.
fun to look at.
We're a Cardi B like in household,
She's fun to look at.
but
If she
I
just
don't
stands
know.
there and
I don't
just
know that she should be in
looks
the top
pretty,
30.
she's cool.
I like her songs. She has songs that I like, legitimately. But I don't think she should be in the top 30. Is what I'm saying. But I guarantee there's. I bet she's.
There's
on
gonna
it.
be some
I bet-
fuckery. There's
yeah,
gonna
I
be
bet-
some fuckery.
I bet once we get into this, there's gonna be some shit. Anyway, 29 Pusha T. Seems high.
Way
to
high.
me, but
I don't see the hype about Pusha T.
28 Black Thought.
Maybe low. Maybe too low.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe too low. I mean,
27 Q-Tip.
too low. No. I'm cool with it.
26 is Big Pun. I think that's kind of high. Personally, me personally, that's a little high.
You got man.
Should be here, but it's a little high.
I love Big Pun.
I'd have been
I was a
happier if they switched.
huge-
I would have been happy if they switched Rick Ross with him. Like if they put Rick Ross like 26.
That would be fair.
I'd be like,
I mean,
okay.
he only had 2 albums. He died. You know.
Yeah.
So, but his delivery, man, to see a guy that size, to hear a guy that's like Big Pun, like was so underrated.
Is that why his voice was like that? Though?
So underrated. Yeah,
like,
the dude.
His voice is so like he had that like.
Well,
I mean, even just like the way it sounded, like you could tell he's a big guy.
Yeah, he's a big guy. He's a big guy.
But it sounded nice.
yeah,
It's
Like
nice to listen to.
like the dude to me, like Rakim rapped like you play a saxophone.
Yeah. Okay.
And that to I thought Pun was so underrated.
Yeah. Here we go. 25 is Method Man.
Cool with it.
Mm-hmm.
Got to be there.
24 KRS-One.
Ooh, too low. We got to go top
Too low
5.
for me, but I get it.
We talking about one.
23 is Curtis Blow.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah. 22 Ghostface.
Ooh, got to be top 10. A little too low. About 12 spots too low.
21 DMX. That's low for me.
That's way low.
Yeah. But maybe it's just because R.I.P. You know. Maybe
Right,
I just got an
It's a
extra
little
soft spot
sentimental,
for it.
Right.
20 is Big Daddy Kane.
Ooh,
I'm
yes.
okay with that.
Yes, I'm cool with that.
19 Missy Elliott.
Huh?
Yeah.
Above MC
19
Light?
Missy Elliott.
Above Queen Latifah?
Yeah. 18's Ice Cube. That's too low probably for me.
Too low for you?
Yeah. I'd put him Ice Cube's in the top 15 at least,
At least.
if not the top 10.
I mean, Cube, he was writing for 4 other people and
Yeah.
making them all sound dope.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Cube don't get the credit he deserves.
I mean, they had Congress talking about rap.
you know what I mean? The FBI.
They're talking
You know what I
a
mean?
bunch of dudes sitting in a room talking about rap songs. and
NWA.
trying to make laws about rap songs.
That was major.
Yeah, man.
That was major. Yeah, I think Cube's it's still underrated.
Yeah, see, so like I don't know, 18 seems low.
Like I always say, probably the most anticipated solo album in hip hop
See, like
history.
would you put 50 Cent over Ice Cube?
Oh, them both my dogs, man.
I know,
Oh,
but-
man. Oh, maybe for 1 or 2 reasons.
Okay, well 50's he's number 17, so they put him above Ice Cube too. But I don't know.
Maybe I put 50 above Q for maybe 1 or 2 reasons. But they my 1A, 1B. They're both definitely in my playlist on a day-to-day basis. Ooh, that was a trick.
See, that's why it's funny. Like that one we had that did really good on TikTok. Everybody thinks that you're like a 50 Cent hater.
No, that's my guy, man.
People thought we were hating bad on 50, but you like 50 a lot.
That first album, man, got me through the penitentiary, man.
I got like 60,000 views.
I think
that's a lot for us.
I think I melted that CD, man, in the penitentiary.
Yeah, so I don't know. According our TikTok account, people kind of think you're a hater.
No. That's my dog. Right
16 is Scarface.
Ooh, yeah, I like it.
15 is J. Cole, which I mean, I like him. He's really good.
Top 25.
I like
for
J.
sure,
Cole
for
a
sure.
lot, but to be top 15,
25
top
for sure.
this is of all time.
Top 25.
Top 15 of all time. Yeah.
Top 20.
I mean, maybe eventually.
yeah,
right?
because he's still there.
Yeah, like you get there. 14's LL Cool J.
I
I like
it.
that.
I like it.
13 Rakim. Yep.
a lot too low, but I like it.
12, Andre 3000. You thought that was pretty low.
Yeah, man, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
11, Kanye West. Which he did make some good rap music.
He did.
He did make really good music.
He did.
He has a lot of songs that I like
A lot.
He's
He's still in my playlist.
And I think that car accident, like some brain damage
shit
or
changes.
something happened.
Come on, man. When you go, as you know,
He was
as I
different,
know, people when shit changes you. You know, you lose your mom. You know what I mean. You go through some shit. Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then I mean, speaking of moms, like cultural impact. Like my mom was listening to Gold Digger.
So was mine.
My mom had that whole album.
He
That's
was
probably the
able-
first time I heard Kanye West because of my mom.
He was able to cross over well.
Everybody was listening.
Didn't do any movies or anything, but even just the culture, you know, talking about college and shit. You know what I mean?
Well, he produced a lot of good shit too.
That people don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm cool with it.
Produced a lot of good Jay-Z stuff.
Because he produced a whole lot of shit before we even heard him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I'm all right with it. Recent events aside, like, yeah,
I like it. I'm cool.
I don't like him that much. See, here's what I'm talking about. Number 10, Nicki Minaj.
Above MC Light, Little
Yeah.
Kim. Nah, I don't like that.
Yeah,
Above 3 Stacks?
let's see.
That has to be a popularity vote.
She's one of only a dozen artists to have more than 100 Billboard Hot 100 entries.
Okay, popularity vote.
Yeah,
That'll always win.
but I mean, she has a lot of awards.
She does. You couldn't not turn on the radio and.
Yeah. Number 9, Snoop Dogg. I'm all right.
I'm cool with it.
Yep.
I'm cool with it. Snoop,
Yep.
he's still there.
I agree. 8, Drake.
Mm.
Is he? I guess he's a rapper. I mean, he is a rapper.
I
It's
like
not
to
even
call
fair.
him.
It's not even fair to ask if he's a rapper. I guess he kind of he started kind of R&B, right?
Right.
Like he started like he was just singing on the chorus for other people while
Hooks.
like he was singing.
Yeah,
he was
just doing
singing
hooks.
like he was singing the hooks for Lil Wayne's
Sprite commercial.
songs and shit. But now, I mean, he raps.
I like to call him the hip hop Frank Sinatra.
He's always been a rapper.
You know, Frank Sinatra couldn't fucking sing. And, I mean, Drake can sing, but Frank Sinatra wasn't like a singer. Like he was a crooner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what Drake like he's a crooner that can rap a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he makes music for the ladies.
Yeah,
For sure.
You
But
can
there's
ride.
nothing
You
there's
can
nothing wrong
ride
with that.
You can ride with your lady, and you know.
And I mean, I always say, like, every time he puts an album out, he has like 2 on there that I like a lot. And then the rest just isn't for me.
It ain't for me.
And that's okay.
Yeah, it's cool.
But he has a couple bangers on there, usually.
A lot too high, but he deserves.
Lil Wayne at number 7. I agree with it.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
You talk about culture. I mean, all rappers today, they all look like Lil Wayne did fucking 10 years ago.
6 is Biggie. Oh, this is probably where it gets the most controversial, is like where they put Biggie and Tupac and stuff. So they must have put Tupac, because Tupac's not gonna not be on the list.
Right.
So they put Biggie number 6. So they got 5 above Biggie. Eminem number 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Top 10.
4 is Tupac. 3 is Nas. I like that. 2 is Kendrick Lamar.
Too high, too fast.
For him to be number 2.
Too high, too fast.
I
Not
agree with
above
that.
3 Stacks, bro.
Yeah.
3 Stacks influenced you.
Yeah, and then number 1 is Jay-Z, which is
I hate
how
that.
we got into this conversation in the first place.
I hate that. Oh man, I hate that.
Yeah, and like I said, man, I like all the stuff that you said aside. I just don't like how his voice sounds. Like I just don't. Like I'm never gonna like Jay-Z. Nobody's ever gonna change my mind about it. Not that anybody's out there.
And we in the car on that one, dog.
But-
I've never been a fan of his either.
But yeah, man, like if you like Jay-Z, I love that for you. More power to you.
It's cool. You can love him, but
Yeah.
I've never believed the fucking word he
It's
said.
just, I just can't like your music if I don't like how your voice sounds, man. That's it.
Yeah, it's not convincing enough for me.
See, and I'd have put Lupe Fiasco on that list somewhere.
Yeah, he wasn't on that list, was he? That's That's interesting.
Yeah, I definitely would have put Lupe on there. If Mos Def is on there, I mean, Mos Def deserves to be on. Not that he doesn't.
definitely deserves to be on top 25 for
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely. But I feel like Lupe could make top 50.
But you know the longevity. He definitely longevity. Lupe and Mos Def. Lupe shit. Late 90s, early 2000s. Push Kick. Was that late 90s?
Yeah, Push Kick was probably.
Yeah, he's been there,
probably
man.
2000s.
He's been around. Just he didn't choose mainstream. There was still a such thing called the underground hip hop world. Now I think streaming's kind of ruined that. But I also think that underground hip hop world is kind of rebirthing itself.
Yeah, I mean, like, I probably would have had Lupe Fiasco on there instead of Gucci Mane, probably.
Yeah,
I probably wouldn't even put Gucci in.
See, I put Gucci. I'll put Gucci in that, even though he doesn't sing. I'll put him in that Frank Sinatra kind of thing. You know what I mean? Not a lyricist at all.
Yeah, and I mean, lyricism was one of the criteria.
It has to be first. You know what I mean? But like I said about Jay-Z, all he did was talk about drugs. One trick pony. Guys like Tupac, and I didn't really care for Tupac when he first came out. I didn't appreciate him, more or less, I should say. But this dude, I mean, movies, trained actor. You talk about for the culture. I mean, this dude probably couldn't go to anywhere in the country and nobody wouldn't know who he was.
And to have Nicki Minaj above Ludacris?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I keep thinking about stuff I don't like about that.
Luda been around, man. I mean, they're late 90s.
Luda deserves to be above Nicki Minaj.
Above. Crazy flow. I think Luda's highly underrated. Crazy flow. Nobody, what they say on nobody wants to do a versus with Luda. Nobody wants to do that. I mean, you talk about. I can't tell you how many movies he got a song in.
Well, and
whether he's in the movie or not.
They had Nicki Minaj above Andre 3000.
Yeah, that's crazy. But again, 3 Stacks kind of went into hiding.
Yeah,
and just stopped fooling with it. But again, another guy, movies, acting.
Hey, yeah,
plays the guitar. I mean, Jay-Z don't do shit. You talk about selling dope your whole career.
Well, and Kanye's making Jay-Z's beats.
Kanye making all your beats. And all the groups that what was it? State Property, all them, yeah, that was all Kanye. Yeah, man, I don't agree with the Jay-Z one.
Yeah,
that
to be number one, he could be on the list for sure. Top 10 for sure.
Top 10. I don't
even like him, and I'll give him top 10.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to be open about it.
Yeah,
definitely top 10.
Unbiased. But anyway, for the most part, it's an okay list. There's a couple big problems I have. A couple things I disagree with, but they didn't ask. I wasn't on the committee. They didn't ask me.
It is what it is. Scarface was on there. He has to be.
Yeah.
But damn, the Slick Rick thing, that's kind of fucked up.
Well, I mean, I get it.
I get it.
Because it's Billboard's like
I get it.
It's like the North American charts, right? Like, is Billboard international, or is it? I think Billboard's only North America.
I think it's only North America. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and a lot of the criteria they were using was like how many Billboard Top 100s they had. So like,
we're talking about
Slick Rick would have like none, probably.
Probably the greatest storyteller in hip hop, man.
Yeah. But I mean, they said it up top, like, he's not gonna be on the list, so get over it.
Get over it.
But he would be.
Definitely have to be.
Yeah, if it was international, he absolutely would be.
Man, what other international rapper?
21.
Yeah, what's up? He's working, but he can't. I would put him. I would take Gucci out and put 21
Top 50.
in.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I would take Gucci out.
I mean,
and
if they're
21.
putting Future in there.
If they put in Future, I would take Future out.
They're putting Future and J. Cole and Kendrick in there.
Okay, I get Future. Like you said, he was on the radio. Like, you couldn't turn on the radio and not hear Future. So I guess it's popularity counts too. But yeah, I'm saying overall it's okay list.
21's popular. Anyways, last week, like I said, we didn't record because of the Super Bowl. I thought it was pretty good. It was an alright game.
It was entertaining.
I'm tired of, and I feel bad when I talk about this because this isn't even like. I like Patrick Mahomes a lot. I'm just tired of hearing about him all the time. Like every Chiefs game, the announcers only talk about
Yeah, ain't
Patrick
you supposed
Mahomes
to be like neutral
for
as
the
an announcer?
entire game.
You
Like
got that too, huh?
Yeah, like watching Chiefs games. Like I just get so annoyed
got-
about them talking
got
about
that too.
Like every play, they're like zooming in on his right elbow and shit, being like, look at the awkward angle he made this amazing throw at. And it's like the dude is out there balling, like he's doing amazing stuff, but it's like I saw it.
Well, when he sprained
And we
his
all
ankle,
think it's amazing. Yeah, they kept
it was like, well, we hope
like,
he's okay.
showing
We hope he's all right. I'm like, go down there and check on him, motherfucker. Goddamn.
They're showing like
supposed to be neutral.
like a zoom in slow mo of like his ankle brace and shit.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Yeah, it's just annoying, man. So like, it's like I like him a lot. Like he seems really cool. All his interviews and like he seems like a cool guy. He seems like I would like him a lot as a person. He
That
seems
Tom Brady expiration date on it.
he seems really nice, but it's just
I feel the same way about LeBron. Like I love LeBron.
Yeah. Like when the Chiefs got in the Super Bowl, I was pissed. I was like, there's gonna be talking about fucking Patrick Mahomes the whole goddamn game.
That's it. Like the night LeBron broke the scoring record. Like he lost the fucking game.
Mm-hmm. And it feels. I wanted to bring up LeBron too because it feels like, just as an example, because it feels like the NFL is like it's less about being a fan of teams and more about I'm a fan of a player now, which is okay.
Yeah,
like
it's okay.
The players do deserve for you to be fans of them. Like if your favorite player moves to another team and you want to be a fan of that team, it makes sense. It just doesn't feel like the NFL was always like that.
Like you talk about old teams, you'll say like you'll hear people like the '96 Bulls. We know Mike was on that team, but it was the '96.
Like it
Bulls.
feels like, and I guess I wasn't really. I didn't pay attention to the NFL or whatever during this, but like LeBron James was the example I was gonna bring up because people were like, "Oh, I like LeBron James, so I'm a Cleveland fan," and then they're like, "Oh, okay, he's in Miami, so now I'm a Miami fan."
Right.
And then like now he's back in Cleveland, so I'm a Cleveland fan again. And now he's at LA, so now I'm an LA fan. And it didn't really feel like people did that in the NFL. It felt like in the NFL, like when Brett Favre retired. Did he retire? No, he didn't retire. He just got traded to the Vikings.
Yeah, that was
or whatever.
I can't even remember.
Like it feels like when Brett Favre got traded to the Vikings, like all the Green Bay fans like hated him.
They fucking hated him.
Yeah, they weren't like, oh,
they tried to knock his block off.
Yeah, they weren't like.
Remember that shit?
They weren't like, oh, I'm a Vikings fan now because my favorite player plays for the Vikings. They were like, yo, fuck you, Brett Favre.
Fuck you, Brett Favre.
Yeah, it just seems like the NFL is getting more like I'm a fan of this guy. Like, not that they don't deserve it. Like, there's a lot of people like wherever Lamar Jackson goes, I'm probably going to be a fan of that team because I like to watch Lamar Jackson play football.
Right.
But I don't really have it. Like, I don't care about the NFL
I don't
that much.
care about the NFL.
So there's not really like one team I fuck with hard.
Right. Like the Super Bowl, I didn't. I always, we always got a Husker or two in every Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I think
I wanted the Eagles to win.
Yeah, I was
rooting for the Eagles.
Three Huskers on the Philly squad. There was one Boodle for the Chiefs.
He don't even play either.
Yeah, he didn't even. I think he's on the practice squad. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'm going with Philly. They got 3 Husker players."
That's exactly.
I was like, "Fuck it."
Yeah, that's exactly the logic that I used.
From Nebraska, baby.
But yeah, I don't know. It just feels like people are more willing to jump ship on the team. To be like a bunch of people became Buccaneers fans.
Right.
Tom Brady went.
And I hated the fucking Buccaneers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of tired.
I feel you on that. Yeah. Like when Mike went to the Wizards, man, I was kind of pissed.
Just tired of hearing about Patrick Mahomes all the time.
Oh, well.
But I think he's cool, too. And I think he's really good at football, and it's really fun to watch him. It's just like the announcers are just like on his dick the entire game.
I think he's corny.
Yeah, well, that's what I like.
That's
what I like about him.
Yeah, I guess he's a different personality.
Yeah,
he's not what most people are used to.
Yeah, that's why I like him, man.
Yeah, he's cool. He's definitely got.
I'm corny too, Patrick Mahomes.
I don't think I ever watched one of his college games. And he went to Texas Tech. Yeah, I don't think I ever watched him.
I doubt I did either.
So I give it to him.
He's really good. He is doing crazy shit out there, man.
3 Super Bowl appearances in what?
5 years.
5 years.
Yeah, like he's doing shit I've never seen anybody do before.
Yeah. So I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking who.
He's making like he makes these like he'll be horizontal in the air. Like,
Michael Vick, but Michael Vick didn't ever
darts.
make it to. Did he? Yeah, he made it to Super Bowl, but they lost, and that was with Philly. But other than impact, I can't think of any quarterback that came out with the impact like that. other than Mike Vick
Yeah, it just seems like it's getting a lot more individualized.
in football.
Like there's a lot more.
Yeah.
There's a lot more
Easy to do in
on
basketball
the
because one
spot.
guy can take over
Mm-hmm.
and change a game. Football, one guy tries to take over, it's never gonna work out
Yeah,
unless
so-
you're Patrick fucking Mahomes, I guess.
I don't know. It just feels like back in the day, people really rode for their teams a lot harder
Yeah.
than they do now.
Well, then we got social media.
Mhm.
We got bigger endorsements. Like they got helmets on and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they can get lost in the sauce, even in a game. You know what I mean? You can lose your favorite player.
Mhm.
You know where LeBron is.
Well, see, and I think that's what it was when I was a kid too. Like I had no idea what these people even look like. Like they
Right.
might as well have been just faceless robots that were playing football.
Right. And I think that's
Especially with the way like the shoulder pad, how much bigger they used to be. And
Right.
everybody's wearing the neck pads and like
right.
the face masks.
same. Yep. Always
So it's like I didn't even like as far as I was concerned, there might as well not even been people under there.
Right. And I think they're trying to, bring their faces out more,
Which is good.
which
They,
is good.
they should.
Like football players,
They
didn't
should.
have
I just liked it better when they were like when people felt betrayed by their favorite player leaving and they're like, yeah, fuck you and
Yeah.
fuck the Jets. or
Yeah.
whatever.
And football players, they wasn't getting shoe deals.
And it just didn't maybe I just didn't pay attention to the announcers as much as I do now, but it just feels like the announcers didn't used to spend so much time like dick riding people.
Nah. Because like I said, when I watched that game when LeBron broke the record, I'm like, dog, they losing.
Well, and did you see that like
Y'all still on his
they,
dick.
They made that big ass like Pixar cart of like the CGI LeBron James walking down the hall of like all the statues of other people he beat, and then at the end of the hallway, there's this like 100-foot tall golden LeBron James statue.
And y'all 4 games out of the playoffs
So how
right
much money
now.
did you spend on making that
Like, what the
fucking
fuck?
Disney animation of LeBron James?
Yeah,
walking down.
I feel the same way you do about Patrick. I'm a LeBron fan, but I'm kind of sick of hearing about him. Like
Yeah.
they ain't like the number 1 seed.
It's not even just Patrick Mahomes. It's like every single game. It's like the announcers are just talking about Josh Allen or
They
Patrick
definitely
Mahomes
have
or whatever.
individualized.
Yeah, and it's like it's
in
just
football.
annoying, man.
Yeah, they've definitely done that.
And at least do it for other people too. Like I want to hear about the wide receivers and shit.
The left guard.
Yeah, especially
Let's talk
those
about
guys.
the left guard. You know what I mean? Let's talk about him. Let's talk about that defensive tackle, that big 315.
Yeah, show me why he's doing a good job.
Show me why he's doing a good job. Yeah, I can dig it. I said the same thing. Like,
It's just annoying, dude.
these dudes supposed to be neutral?
And I feel like Jalen Hurts deserved a lot more attention than he was getting, dude.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, he was just getting like the stat compare. Have you looked at Patrick Mahomes' stats compared to Jalen Hurts' stats in the Super
Mm-mm.
Bowl? Here,
no, I haven't.
like I don't know, like he's playing at a super high level comparative to Patrick Mahomes, and Patrick Mahomes he's like can do no wrong, walk on water, and Jalen Hurts, they're like, oh, but it's a fluke every single week. Oh, it's a fluke, and he goes into the Super Bowl as the underdog because they think it's a fluke.
Well, I know pregame, didn't they say Philly was smoking motherfuckers this year, wasn't they? I mean, like
yeah,
they
man.
were beating motherfuckers.
Yeah, they
right?
had 3 players with 1,000 yards of offense for the first time since like 1937 or some shit.
So they were smoking motherfuckers.
But yeah, let me look up the stats.
I mean, and if you look at, not to discredit Patrick Mahomes, road to victory, but Jalen Hurts, I mean, you're talking about a guy that lost his starting job in college, transfers, stays on the grind, ends up in the NFL anyway, and finds himself in a Super Bowl. Yeah, I think that's a hell of a story. But they didn't really tell it.
Yeah, so I got it pulled up here. Okay, so Patrick Mahomes he had 182 yards for 3 touchdowns
In the Super Bowl.
in the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts had 304 yards, 1 touchdown, also had 70 rushing yards and 3 rushing touchdowns.
Damn.
So Patrick Mahomes had 182 yards and 3 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts had 374 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Did he? Yeah, he did have quite a few long throws.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that boy had a ball
Like even
game.
Travis Kelce at his interview, he was saying that Jalen Hurts probably should have been the MVP, even though they lost.
That boy had a ball game.
Yeah, he played his fucking, and he was doing shit like that all season and just getting disrespected all season. Like, I'm a huge Jalen Hurts fan. Honestly.
Yeah, that's what I said. The boy's story, to lose your starting job in college and go somewhere else and stay on top and find because his draft status was, fucked with after that. You know what I mean? And he fell in the draft, but still to make yourself find your way to the Super Bowl against the Chiefs. Yeah, I think that story should have been
let's look at the Eagles.
Should have been polished a little more.
Let's look at the Eagles schedule. Let's see what they did.
How many other kids that lost their starting job in college that we even heard of again? McCaffrey.
Their season started out kind of weak, actually.
Did they?
Yeah. And then they won a bunch in a row.
Yeah. I think that last.
And they were like 24-8.
Yeah, smoking motherfuckers.
24-7.
Which is another thing I don't get.
31-7.
You make it to the Super Bowl and you get your back blew out like that.
38-7. Well, they didn't get their back blown out.
No, not really. There was just some tricky calls in there.
Yeah, it was only a 3-point game. Yeah, and then that holding thing that, I don't know. The dude that did it said he did it, so.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard for me to be mad at the refs still.
Yeah.
It was it's a disappointing way for the game to end.
It's just a disappointing way for the game to end.
It was super anticlimactic.
Especially if they're both jockeying.
Mm-hmm.
If both arms are extended, which is I play DB, both arms are extended. The ref's usually going to let that go.
Yeah.
And both their arms were extended.
I don't know.
He just had that
in
wrap
the Super Bowl,
around.
refs, I feel like refs should be better about, this is the Super Bowl.
This is the Super Bowl.
And I'm about to do something that's, it's not going to decide the fate of the game, but it is, it is making sure that Kansas City wins.
It's mano a mano.
It didn't, that call didn't decide who won the game, but it did.
Kind of did.
It did take away Philadelphia's chances, So
blow the wind out of yourselves. That can really blow the wind out of yourselves.
I feel like, and I'm sure they do think about, and it's a lot for them to think about in a split second.
I think he probably
that.
answered that question to say, "Shut the fuck up, don't ask me no more." I've done that before, in life. Yeah, fuck it, I did it. Just to not have a conversation. I think he probably did that more or less than anything. Especially being on
maybe
that high stage, he was probably just like, I don't even want to talk about that shit. Yeah, I did it. Fuck it.
Yeah, that's a good point, I guess.
I mean, 'cause to take that responsibility on, that was big. But any other game, that probably would be a no call.
Yeah, I don't know.
That
It's
wrap
just
around.
a disappointing way for it to end.
You can't, that wrap. Once you can't, whether you touch a guy or not, you put your arm around him. They're probably gonna call that. But both arms being extended, both jockeying, I thought they would have let that go, especially in the Super Bowl. But we're seeing a lot of college games even being fucked up by that call.
Yeah, I don't know. The NFL is just starting to feel really it's starting to feel like WWE, man, honestly.
Entertainment, man. Yeah. It is entertainment. Pure entertainment.
It's starting to feel less like people just doing something they want to do.
Too storylines.
Or this huge machine.
Yeah, too many storylines.
Yeah, exactly. Too many there's a 3-hour pregame show every day where they do these ridiculous, this is Tom Brady's cousin's brother-in-law who's a doctor that cures babies' cancer, and here's a 1-hour special about it. I don't need to know. And the Kelsey brothers and their mom, that's pretty cool. But
okay, it's never happened before. Okay,
yeah, it's super cool. But
y'all did too much.
Yeah, I don't know.
Y'all did too much.
We don't gotta do a special.
Too many storylines.
We don't gotta do a special.
Like I said, back in the day,
I just want to watch football, man.
We didn't know.
Yeah, they're trying to make it too. There's too much narrative.
We didn't even know how. We didn't even know if Michael Jordan ever had a contract dispute. We didn't get that information.
Yeah. Oh, did you see that movie that's coming out with Matt? It's Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, and it's about
Phil Knight.
It's about making Jordan.
Yeah. Oh, I can't fucking wait.
I'm pretty excited about that.
Can't fucking wait. Phil Knight. That story there, man. And the crazy thing about that,
it's about how they it's about how they. I guess they had to work super hard to land Jordan.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the thing
So
about
it's
it,
all about that.
the Lakers show that I was waiting on, I call it Showtime. I don't know winning. It's called Winning Time,
Winning
but it should have been
Time.
called Showtime. But there was some disputes in the facts. But all that to the side. But they show there's a part where Magic Johnson's getting ready to go to the NBA, right? And back then it was the NBA. It was either Converse or Puma. Like Nike was like very young. Like I remember seeing Nikes like start landing on the streets and seeing them on people's feet and shit. You know what I mean? Like early '80s. But it was either Puma or Converse or Pro Kids. But there's a part where Phil Knight, you see him all disheveled, hair all fucked up. You're like a hippie. You knew he was a hippie. You know what I'm saying? Walks up to Magic Johnson and says, "Yo," and it's the actual Nike blazer. And it has instead of saying Nike on the back of the heel, he put Magic on there. Just basic block letters, Magic. So Magic looks at the shoe and was like, "Man, ain't nobody ever gonna wear a shoe with somebody else's name on it." And they put a bubble above Magic's head, and it was like his first mistake. I was like, "Oh yeah, motherfucker, his first mistake." Phil Knight took the loss, and then a couple years later,
I bet Magic had a shoe eventually, huh?
Yeah, the Converse weapon, but I fucking hated that shoe. I actually wore the Larry Bird one because it was black. I didn't like that purple and gold and white, and I was a Lakers fan.
Yeah.
I was a forced Lakers fan since the early '80s. But that Converse weapon, it was just I wore the Larry Bird ones. I didn't like the Magic Johnsons, but shit, that shoe sold. I don't know how well it would do today, but yeah, that shoe sold. But that part in there, I was like, damn, that's crazy. He said nobody will ever wear a shoe with somebody else's name on it. And
what if that's actually what he said?
Yeah, I wonder if that's actually what he said word for word too. But in the show, they was like, yeah, ain't nobody ever gonna wear somebody's name on their shit. I was like, well, yeah, first mistake. A couple years later, Michael Jordan comes and just blows that shit out of the water. The Puma Clyde. We had the Puma Clyde. That's really it. That was the only player, that had his name in a shoe.
Yeah, that movie looks pretty cool. And Ben Affleck must like Jay's or something because it's like written and directed by him.
Ben Affleck's dope, doper director than he is an actor. But he's been around the culture.
I like Ben Affleck, man.
He's been around the culture. Matt Damon as well. These dudes have been in some movies. What 50s? Yeah. They're definitely gonna know the culture. I'm looking forward to watching it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. But my throat's getting kind of scratchy, which is good timing because that's all the time we got this week. Check us out on our social media stuff. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. We're on TikTok. Videos are on YouTube and Spotify. Audio is pretty much everywhere. Yeah. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, review, do whatever you do. Let us know if you like the episode. Let us know if you like Jay-Z and you hate us now.
And we end out on this one. We end out on
it. Yeah, we are listening to Jay-Z right now. We're not denying that he's influential. He deserves to be on the list.
Made y'all want to wear platinum jewelry.
Deserves to be on the list. Just not number one is all we're saying. No disrespect to Jay-Z at all. Still like his voice.
We could rearrange that top 5, actually.
Yeah, we could. Maybe even the top 10. Yeah. We would make a lot of changes, but it's not our list, and it's okay. Anyways, send us your top 50 list.
Let us know.
You guys have a great week.